Everybody, welcome to my week 22 transformation update. Obviously, we're going to talk about my weight loss, but we're also going to dive into something very deep, near, and dear to my heart. If you see my video last week, you'll understand. But we're going to talk about how stress events affect your weight loss and your overall health. So let's get into this. So before I get started too far into my video, I just wanted to take a minute and I wanted to thank everybody for their prayers during this really hard time. A lot of you were like, come back when you're ready. It is okay. And I appreciate that so much. Hey everybody, I'm Nora and you're watching Nora Lori's Keto and Health. We are on to week 22 of my transformation update. And boy, has it been a huge transformation from my very start. So in the beginning, I talked about weight loss and dealing with stress things. So we're going to get into that. Let's go ahead and focus on the weight loss part of this aspect. Usually I start with a day of eating, but to be honest, my last week has been very eventful to say. And if you didn't watch my last week's video, I'm going to put it up here in the cards. Hopefully it'll show up like it's supposed to. So now I am reeling from that event into this week. So I can't promise you that I won't tear up. So just bear with me. For the most part, I'm feeling okay. Not perfect, but I'm doing okay. So just catch you up if you don't want to watch the other video. I lost my husband last week very unexpectedly. So this last week, I've ate. Okay, I've eaten. I generally averaged like one meal a day. I had no appetite at all. I pretty much made myself eat because I did not want a stress-like event like this to potentially ruin my metabolism. And I know that most people would be like, well, why are you thinking about that? And I'm going to wrap around to that, to why I'm thinking about that. Talk about that. Let me get a little more comfortable. So what I'm going to do is I did lose a lot of weight and I hit a new low. Obviously, this is not the way I think it should be done. It's not the way I want it to be done. But these are my results. And like I've said from the beginning, I choose to be very real with you and I don't sugarcoat things. And I'm not going to sugarcoat my own experiences, but I want to use my own experiences as inspiration. So let's go ahead and go into my weigh-in. Okay, so that weigh-in, like I said, I'm at a new low, 194.6. It's not how I wanted to hit it. Now, overall, in my weight loss journey, I've lost exactly 99 pounds. Yeah, I almost hit 100. I actually got on the scale today when I decided to do this video and weighed in, but I hadn't lost any more because my sleep is awful. Very, very awful right now. And so we're going to stick at 199. And I am going to go ahead and insert some pictures, my before and after. And I got a little video clip kind of telling you where I started at and what 194 pounds looks like on me. Bear with me. I am 5'6" and 3/4. And believe me, you ladies understand, those 3/4 means everything. I am like that close to being 5'7". So this is what that weight looks like. And I also discuss how long it's been since I've been at this weight and this size. So let's see that clip. Hey everybody, I just kind of wanted to show you what a 99-pound loss looks like on me and what I look like at 194.6 right now. No judgment. It's cold here, and homegirl has learned how to layer. And plus, I'm a country girl at heart, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to recap. I'm going to show you some before and after. So there's going to be some comparison pictures here to kind of show you, because you kind of come midway into my journey and probably seen my face slim down a little bit more. You're probably seeing a little more definition in here, and my neck is looking better. So when I first started this journey, I started in a size 26 pants and between a 4X to 3X shirt. It just depends on who made it, on what I wore. So now, this shirt here, actually both shirts here are 2X's, and you can see they swallow me up. I'm actually in a 1X, and I might even be going into a large, which is exciting. But right now, my jeans are a size 16. These are a size 16. I haven't been in a size 16 since I was 20, 19, 20 years old. So it's been a really long time since I've been this size, and I'm enjoying it. So just kind of give you I've got some loose skin. I've got the stretch marks from the kids and stuff, so just kind of give you. And, my stomach is probably never going to go away, but I'm just being real honest and realistic with you. This is what I look like. This is 194 pounds, and it's only going to get better. And as I go, I'm going to even show you how that looks, and we'll be able to use this video and stuff as comparison later on. But yeah, this is me, people. This is me at 194. I still like my big comfy shirts, especially right now when things have not been the easiest for me. But yeah. All right. So, as I said, potentially I may only lose a pound or two by the next time I do my update, and that's okay. I do have some appetite now, and I've already noticed something which we're going to go ahead and discuss. And I might not lose anything, or I even might gain a pound or two. It's okay. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going through a very stressful time. It's a stress event, and it can do a lot of things to your health. So, so, um, something that I've noticed, like I said, I've got appetite back, and I've mentioned this before. If you've seen any of my videos, I am an emotional eater or a stress eater, however you want to call it. This is definitely stressful, and so I've already noticed that now that I've got a little bit of appetite, I'm running for things that are sweet. And artificial sweeteners for me don't work out very well. Sorry, my cats are kind of being very active. They'll probably make an appearance. Or get the zoomies. But anyway, I don't want to get into an emotional eating binge. I'm literally on that line that I could. Okay. And a lot of people would say, Nora, what difference does it make? You've had a terrible event happen to you. It would be totally okay to do that. Well, yeah, it would totally be okay if that's what happens and stuff. But I know how hard it is for me to rein it back in when I do that. It's not a meal, it's not a day. It ends up being days if I'm lucky. And then I kind of do that whole start, stop, start, stop. It is very hard for me, okay? I just don't want to go through that again. I don't want to gain the weight, the water weight, and I don't want to go through that whole recovery process. It's hard on me. And then I start making excuses for myself. And I don't even want to do that. I want to stay on track. I want to face this. I want to face my emotions, and I want to heal and make the best out of my situation. So right now I'm aware. So I'm going to try really hard not to give in to them. And I'm just going to be doing things like making sure that I'm getting enough fats and proteins right now so that I'm not lacking in those. I need to make sure that my macros are where they need to be now that I have some appetite. And I also need to make sure that I've got my electrolytes, because electrolytes being off can really affect your emotional well-being. So those are some of the strategies that I'm going to apply. And most of all I want to do is be motivational and inspiring for other people. So if I can show my own struggles and reality of a stressful event like this, and it doesn't matter if it's a loss of a job, a loss of a relationship, a disease, you get diagnosed with something, anything can cause stress to your body that would elicit reactions like this. So it doesn't have to be as hard as mine. I still want to help inspire people and motivate people through these times, because emotional eating is so difficult to deal with. And I'm just going to try to rein her in from the beginning. And sure, I have reasons why I could just give in, but I'm not going to. And one of the biggest reasons is, 1, my husband, 2, my mom, and 3, my kids. They are my biggest supporters on what I'm doing. And my youngest son, he was here when everything happened, and we come back from the hospital. He's like, Mom, please take care of yourself. I can't do that again. I'm not going to do this to my family. I'm not. I'm not going to do this to you all. I started a health journey, and my husband wanted nothing more than for me to be healthy. And we were working on him. But that's for another video, and it will be coming out. I don't know when it'll come out, but it'll be coming out. Me keeping control through this stressful event so that I can help others, I can't think of a better way to help motivate and inspire people, because this is not easy. This is hard. And probably should be the last thing that I'm even thinking about, which is at the forefront of what I'm thinking about. And usually I'm one of those that thinks of everybody else before myself. But I keep having this voice. You need to cook, girl. You need to take care of yourself. I support you. And my husband was my biggest supporter. Like, I think I would literally get a spiritual butt kicking or something if I did not stick to what I'm doing. I don't want to go back feeling the way that I did, and neither does any of my family. And I want to honor my husband, and I want to honor you all by being raw and real with you, even through the hardest struggle in my life. So, done with that. Let's talk about health issues with stress events. Okay, so if you think of yourself or anybody that you think back on who may have been diagnosed with a, I don't know, cancer or a serious health condition, if you look back on it, you will generally find that they were diagnosed maybe a few weeks to maybe a month or two after a huge stress event, be it death, job, money issues, relationship issues, children issues. And the biggest question is why? Why does that happen? Um, and you may have not even thought about it. A lot of that has to do with these type of stresses lower your immune system. So maybe you had something in check and then that stress event happened and your immune system lowered and it was just enough for something to come in and take over. And you, when you start to pay attention to that, you'll see it over and over and over. And like I know right now, I'm a very healthy individual. I don't hardly ever get sick. Even when I was almost 300 pounds, I wasn't one to get sick a lot, but I just had a big stress event and I know my immunity is down. We are in the middle of a pandemic, and if I binged ate, that increase in carbs can actually fuel a sickness or give enough energy to a cancer that maybe my body hasn't metabolized out yet, because we always have cancers in our body. I don't want to give anything like that a chance to take effect of me. I don't. I already have enough going on. I don't have time to be sick. It's kind of like my scenario here. And being that I am aware, knowledge is power, and I've always believed that knowledge is power. And being aware of that gives me the power to say, hey, I know that I need to stay on my journey because I am potentially weak right now. So I need to make sure I'm getting all the things that I need from my diet until my immune system can pick back up. So that's kind of the thought process I wanted to bring to you today. Is I'm struggling without a doubt. I mean, I'm lost and I have this big empty void. But I'm staying on my health journey for a couple things. I don't want to go into the binge eating and have to do that whole recovery. It is hard. I have a very hard time coming back to it. And two, I know my immune system's down and I do not want to give anything a chance to invade my system to make me sick. I'm sorry, that's my cat in the background. I already got enough going on. So I'm not going to keep too much of your time today. I just wanted to celebrate a new low, what I'm looking like at this point, and kind of go over those things so that, doing this kind of helps me process this too. And why I am keeping my health at the forefront. So maybe that it can help you in the future and help keep you motivated and inspired on your journey. If you happen to have a big stressful event come up, maybe you can reference back to this. So I'm going to give you my motto. Your journey begins with you. That means don't overcomplicate it or you won't get started. Pick a meat, pick a fat, pick a vegetable or two, and just get started. This way of eating is totally critiquable as you go. And I'm going to get off in here before there's even more noises. Bye, everybody.